Hello and welcome to the TV room. What we're looking at here is pet number 41. It's a 4016, but it's been upgraded to 32K. But if you look at the board, you can see that it has holes drilled. And this was, of course, done by the factory. And why did the factory drill holes in the board? Well, they had the 4016, they had the 4032. Somehow or another, the pricing between the 4016 and the 4032 made it very attractive for people to get a 4016 and add the extra 16K of RAM themselves. And instead of adjusting the prices, however they might have, and I don't remember what they were, I suppose I could look up online and see if I could find out what they were, and I don't know how much the RAM chips were. But anyway, instead of adjusting the prices, they decided that they would make it difficult to ever expand this machine to 32K by drilling 4 holes in the board. Kind of, well, it's like here they've got a great product. Like, can you imagine a car company saying, oh yeah, look at that. This is really good, but people are adding other wheels, so let's make it impossible to change the wheels. Or like, I don't know, just why would a company go out of their way to damage their own? Talk about something that should void the warranty, my God. Anyway, if you look very carefully at these 4 holes, you will see tiny, 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 tiny little wires. And indeed, they are needed to make this machine so it could accept 32K of RAM and be fully functional. Now, another part of this story is this computer was sold as a 4032, brand new, to the fellow I got this from, with 32K, which means that they, being a dealer, also pulled the same sort of thing. They were probably buying 4016s and upgrading them to 32K for people, making extra money, until along came Commodore to make it more difficult. But did they stop doing it? Well, no, obviously not. So I can just imagine they probably had some guy in the back who spent day after day upgrading machines. I will do another video of the underside of this. It is, like right here, you can just see the odd little, oh yeah, there's a little wire there, that's all, there's a little wire. But it is not an undertaking for the faint of heart. Now, mind you, if you're doing it all day and you know what you're doing and you know where to connect things, I suppose it would be manageable. And I suppose, who knows, maybe somewhere, somebody, if they were so enchanted, came up with almost like a wiring harness. But this does not look like this. This looks like tiny little wires about the thickness of a hair that obviously have some sort of insulation on them, and they crisscross here and there and everywhere and make it so that this machine can be expanded. They do. That's what they did. So, yeah. So this is the upper side of the added RAM in a 4016 that made it a 4032. But so far, of course, as you saw, this computer does not wake up. It does not come to life when power is applied. So there's obviously things to deal with here. There are. Anyway, thanks for coming to the TV room. Could have been the pet room. Could have even been the box room. But we're the TV room. And I'm going to see about doing a variety of things with the 40th machine and the 41st machine to see what's what, and see if I can do any figuring on what is not working. I shall. So, we'll see you again. Have a lovely, lovely day. And, oh, well, there's one other thing about this. One thing that is sort of good. It with the RAM chips in sockets, because, like, as I'm looking around the board here, there's damn little, and so I see 1, 2, 3, like 4 chips and sockets. It's handy to have a machine that has RAM chips and sockets because it makes it easier to test RAM later. It does. Unfortunately, these RAM chips are not the same as the one that goes in the screen RAM on this machine, and they're not socketed, which of course makes the early machines so nice to work on. Anyway, thanks for coming. We'll see you again. Bye for now. David Bradley signing off.